nothing but betrayals by the petty bourgeois elements in our society. The African bourgeoisie is the most corrupt bourgeoisie in the world. In Africa, they seek luxury in the midst of mass suffering.
For what is what, I ain't trying to round my luck this game up. I ain't trying to show skills to the brothers paid up. Emotions got me feeling like one time, like I fade up. I wanna talk all that money, but I ain't got my weight up. Now I see life like trading knuckles in a fist fight. The insight that I acquire from the...
What's good, African family? Welcome back to the African Wahala. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Nigerian police today to expose how they live their lives, what their careers are like, and what their retirement is like, and some actions that some people are taking to maybe make things a little bit better, not just for the police, but for everybody else, because it's going to be beneficial if the police have it a little bit easier in their lives for us, the regular people. And I know it's ironical because a lot of us consider the police as the enemy, as the tools of oppression. The police officers are often used to oppress and dehumanize us. And that's why a lot of people don't have any soft spot for them, and it's understandable. But at the same time, people have to do what they have to do. The average police officer is a handbag carrier. He's a gatekeeper. When I say gatekeeper, literally, that's what they do. They are used as domestic servants. Look at this picture. This guy, this is a pure depiction of a Nigerian police officer and his relationship with his master. You need to understand that the Nigerian police guys, they often lobby to get posted to work as domestic servants for so-called VIPs. The VIPs could be maybe celebrities. For the most part, it's like politicians, connected people, pastors, rich people, musicians, actors. These are the types of people that they consider to be VIPs, very important personalities in Nigeria, and they are usually assigned police officers. But also keep in mind that Nigeria, the population of Nigeria, which is actually unknown, is just a rough estimate, 250 million, 2025 estimation. It is an under-policed society in terms of the ratio of the citizens to the number of police officers available. It's an under-policed society. However, within the under-policed nature of Nigeria, they still deploy police officers to serve as domestic workers for VIPs. And it's often financially rewarding for the police officers because you think about it. If you are a regular police and you're not assigned to a VIP, you will be earning maybe 100,000 naira a month, which amounts to nothing in today's economy. And for that reason, if you would lobby to be assigned to a VIP, a politician, a pastor, a musician, and once you get assigned to these guys, they give you tips. The amount of tips they give you in a month is by far more than your salary. And that's the incentive. However, they get dehumanized. They get treated like trash. This article is from Human Angle Media, and they're talking about the denigration of the Nigerian police officers. Look at this picture here. This is in a recent video that went viral. Nigerian singer that goes by the name Spyro shared a footage on his Twitter of an armed police officer opening a car door for him. Look at this. This is an unknown musician, but in Nigeria, people overhype people, so they call him a VIP and they assigned him a police officer. The police officer is a victim of Nigeria, poverty-stricken, just like everybody else. You see, just look at the picture, look at the environment. This is what the life of an average Nigerian is, living in dehumanizing conditions because of the corruption in the leadership. But I digress. The police officer is also a victim of Nigeria, living in a system where he is poverty stricken. So he finds work with a VIP, a useless VIP, by the way, that contributes nothing to the society. And then he gets paid by being deployed to the VIP, but he also gets dehumanized. And that's why these useless musicians and all these useless people, they post videos mocking the police officers of opening a car door for them on social media. That's what they do. Look at this one. This is a police officer woman. I don't know what the story behind this is. For example, December 2015, picture of a Nigerian police holding the handbag of the wife of Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwal. So this is a typical example of how Nigerian police officers are used. This is the wife of a politician. She adds nothing to the society. She's completely useless. Even her husband, that is a politician, absolutely useless. They add nothing to the society. All they do is steal money, become wealthy, and look for more slaves. And now they've found more slaves in the armed police officers. Imagine this kind of society where you people that are poverty stricken, they have no money, they have nothing. You give them machine guns, AK-47s, right? You give them a badge, and then you send them out into the society where there is no justice, and you expect them to somehow not rob the people. It's not going to happen. And that's why the police behave the way they do. Look at this police woman, yeah, carrying the handbag of the wife of a politician. And this is how they are dehumanized. Let me take it to the next level. This female police officer, September 2022, Inspector Teju Moses, was physically assaulted by her principal. They even call them principals, Zainab Abiola, in Garki, Abuja, due to refusal of the officer to breach professional ethics by carrying out menial domestic chores in the house. So the female police officer was dehumanized. Maybe she was, I don't know, beaten up or something. And then she ended up in the hospital. This is how Nigerian police officers live their lives. And it's a little bit understanding why they transfer their aggression on us, the regular people. You know, we find it very amusing that, come on, guys, when we go out there to protest for a better country, because we are also victims of this failed system, you, the poverty-stricken police officers, are the ones that attack us. You kill us, you maim us, you dehumanize us, you kidnap us, right? You are protecting the elites that destroyed your livelihood from us, the people, asking for a better country. Meanwhile, you're used as slaves. Look at this. This is a pastor. This guy goes by the name, look, police officers should have the right to say no to things that are not part of their job. But the leadership hardly supports them, and that's the cause of the predicament of young officers. Our officers are dying in silence. So this is a popular Nigerian pastor. They are charlatans as far as I'm concerned. This guy is feeling like a celebrity. Look at him. Policeman opens the door to his car. This is a police officer paid by the Nigerian system, not paid by private individuals. Yes, the so-called VIP pastorpreneur charlatan pays him some tips, but his regular 9 to 5 is being employed by the Nigerian police force. But look, he has been reduced to a houseboy, to a door opener. And then this guy has an AK-47. So he gets dehumanized by these VIPs. And then he comes back into society and it dehumanizes us, the people, in return. Isn't that crazy? They get dehumanized by the VIPs that they work for, and they are forced to work for the VIPs because if they don't, they will be extremely poverty stricken. They are already poverty stricken as it stands. But the incentive in working for the VIPs is that they will get some extra money compared to their other colleagues, but they would also get dehumanized because now you're going to be forced to, you know, take the kids of your VIP to school. You have to be the houseboy. You have to hold the umbrella when the rain is falling. You have to go pick up their kids from school. You sometimes have to go to the market to buy pepper and vegetables that you're going to cook for them. You become a slave to the VIPs. Then they transfer that aggression on us, the people. So this is the case of the Nigerian police officers. Look at another one carrying a handbag. Look at this. What's the story behind this? Despite low personnel figures and face in the face of rising insecurity, the rich and powerful have about 150,000 police officers attached to them. Damn. Michael Kiro, the former chairman of the police service, that's what he said in 2018. So this picture is a policewoman carrying the handbag of the wife of PDP presidential candidate in October 2022. The wife of PDP presidential candidate, that should be Atiku Abubakar. So this is the wife of Atiku Abubakar, and she gave her slave, a police officer, her handbag to carry. And the officer, because she is poverty stricken like everybody else in Nigeria, she has to obey. She has to be subservient and she has to be subjugated. And you wonder why they come around and they subjugate us back in return. It's because the system is absolutely a mess. It's a mess where people are subjected to hell. But anyways, people decided to take action about the injustice that the police officers face. We have to call it an injustice at the end of the day. And Omoyele Sowore, a very strong comrade, a very a man that stands with integrity, former presidential candidate, he decided to take things into his hands and protest for the police. But before that, I'm going to show you some other evidences that prove that the Nigerian police officers are going through hell, right?
Mr. Marcos. Good afternoon. My name is Esther Marcos, a retired DSP in the Nigerian Police Force. I retired 2018 November, 1st November 2018. I just want to use myself as a case study. It's applicable to every other police officer that is under this dirty contributory pension scheme. So I'm using myself as a case study. After serving for 35 years, though, I joined the Nigerian Police Force at a very young age. I didn't even go there to join. I escorted a friend that, unfortunately, she was not taken. I was taken due to my height because I'm tall. But I was not even up to 16 when I joined the Nigerian Police Force. And when I retired 2018, finally, I waited for like a year plus. Then I was given 1.7 million. After 35 years, I was given 1.7 million naira.
Now, that's the point I was trying to bring out. This lady, former police officer, after serving for 35 years, was paid 1.7 million naira as her gratuity. Let me put it in context. A bag of rice is 100,000 naira. 1.7 million can buy 17 bags of rice, which means after 35 years, she got paid just enough to buy 17 bags of rice. Let's look at another guy.
I love Nigerian police. Nigerian police. I dey laugh. I dey laugh. A retired superintendent of police. I retired from the Nigerian police in 2023, October 1st. Since then, nothing has been paid to my to me. Just 2 weeks back, they called me that they are going to pay me 3 million naira. What for?
That's the point I was trying to enact out of this video. Another police officer, after 35 years as a superintendent, which means he was a boss, he got paid 3 million naira after being delayed for almost 2 years because he retired in 2023, and then they reached out to him in 2025, 2 years after, about giving him 3 million naira. Let me go back to my analogy. A bag of rice is 100,000 naira. A bag of rice, 50 kg. So his gratuity after serving for 35 years is enough to buy him 30 bags of rice. That's it. So, with all of these problems and issues with the police, even though it's crazy because a lot of us don't like the police because they dehumanize us. I showed you earlier in the video how they are dehumanized themselves, the police officers, by the VIPs and the people that they are deployed to serve, right? Sowore decided to take it upon himself to protest for the police officers to get paid their pensions. Because what had happened was a lot of them were delayed the payment of their pensions, and many of them were not even paid. Many were dying of illnesses. They had no money to buy medication, to buy food. A lot of people had isolated them because during their careers as police officers, people try to avoid police. Okay. So they are now isolated, poor, and wretched in their retirement, and they are not paid their salaries, their gratuities. And when they get paid their gratuity, it's chicken change. So Sowore, smart man, decides, let's go and protest for these police officers. Let's use this as an opportunity to fight for better remuneration for the police because they also deserve good, although we don't like them. But the fact that they are humans and injustice to one is injustice to all. You know the slogan, the campaign. So Sowore decided to do that. This guy on orange, he's a retired police officer, hadn't been paid his salary. They took the protest to the police headquarters in Abuja. The inspector general of police is illegally in that position. He's supposed to have retired, but because of the corruption and nepotism in the Nigerian government, they made sure that he stayed there. And we also need to realize that police, for those people that still believe in an electoral process, the police are one of the main tools that are used to rig the elections. They either violently rig the elections, the police, or they use some undermining tactics to stop people from voting for people of their choices during the elections. So if somehow the police can be overhauled and they have better payment packages and they start being treated like humans, the dehumanization that they experience reduces, maybe that would possibly positively translate into an electoral process. I don't believe it. And that's why I'm saying maybe. However, this protest by Sowore, he took it to the police headquarters. Very, very strategic. It was a protest where he was explaining to them that, listen, guys, you guys need to understand that. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to let him speak for himself.
Anybody that's willing to arrest me, come out now. Arrest Sowore now. But you must produce my glasses. I hate thieves. Well, that's no positive problem. Yeah, nobody. If it is among people who are stealing all the pension of the officers, the allowances and salaries. It's the same thing you encourage. Somebody cannot come to the federal force headquarters and have his things stolen. And I say you don't know. By a policeman.
Imagine you go to the police station.
If things are not safe at the force headquarters, then
Imagine this guy went to protest for the police. While protesting for the police, one of the police officers stole his glasses. They reached out and snatched his glasses because they believe that he uses the glasses to document his protest. And I'm going to show you that video shortly.
all of you are supposed to have a body camera in 2025, but you don't. And the person who is using technology to aid his vision and his struggle and his ideas, you steal that vision. You can steal the glasses, but you can't steal my vision. You can't steal my ideas. And I keep telling you, because now I'm addressing you, serving police officers. This is about you. It is about your life.
It's about your life.
Look at these men who are retired.
He came here with retired
That's
police
your mirror.
officers.
See yourself in that mirror.
Look
If
at
you
the
like,
mirror.
Keep doing sleep work.
Yo, he said, look at the mirror. You guys that are currently serving police officers, I came here with retired police officers that haven't been paid their salaries or their pensions. We are here to protest. Now, you currently serving police officers, that is your future. The future waiting for you is such that you're not going to get paid your pension. You're going to be poverty stricken. And you know why that protest was extremely strategic, in my opinion, is that the police on a good day, they would violently attack you for protesting. But if you are protesting for a cause that is their benefit, like we saw in that protest, their level of violence diminished. If you ask me personally, I think what we need to do next is to go and protest for soldiers, retired soldiers, because they don't get paid too. The retired soldiers, they all come on social media. They start crying and complaining to us. Oh, please, I need money. I never chop. I don't have money to eat. Because Nigeria doesn't take care of them. Right? Apologies. Let's go back to the video.
Keep letting them use you against your future, against your children, against your family. Keep letting them use you. Keep letting them use you as escorts. Keep letting them use you to be the guard in houses that they built with money stolen from your pension.
For more than 20 years, they're not going to
Nothing is never going to improve in your lives. I have said it before. I'm not supposed to be your friend. But this is not about being friends with police. It's about considering the future we all live in. Because if the police is not safe, I am not safe too in Nigeria. If the police is not well paid, this country is not safe. The reason Boko Haram is ravaging Nigeria is because they started mistreating policemen and they gave soldiers police work. Now soldiers cannot do police work, police cannot do their work. That is why Nigeria is fucked up today. That's why there are bandits everywhere, there are terrorists everywhere, there are kidnappers everywhere, there are robbers. Some policemen who retired, one of them told us that nothing can stop him from even joining Boko Haram.
Hey,
Boko Haram will pay him.
did you hear that? A retired policeman told him that nothing can stop him from joining Boko Haram if Boko Haram is willing to pay him money.
The funniest thing is that Boko Haram, people who were former Boko Haram, rehabilitated Boko Haram are collecting pension in Nigeria. If you rehabilitate as a Boko Haram member, you are given 2 million naira and a house.
Let me break that down. If you guys never heard about Operation Safe Corridor, an illegal scheme opened by Buhari, the former president of Nigeria. It was a scheme created to pay so-called repentant terrorists, Boko Haram, Fulani herdsmen, money and salaries just for repenting. Meanwhile, the police officers don't get paid their salaries in time, and they don't get paid their pensions. And when they get paid, it's chicken change. Now they are here protesting for a better country, or rather for their payments to be made, while repentant terrorists are getting paid salary.
Can go ask the IG. The reason he's in problem today was that he stole my passport in February. He has not slept since that time.
No sleep for the weekend.
I'm talking about this your illegal IG.
So I'm very happy that for the first time I see Nigerian police not attacking people that are protesting. And we all understand the only reason they did not attack the protesters is because they were protesting for police, retired police. Now I'm going to quickly show you the guy that stole Sowore's glasses before we wrap up this conversation. This disgraceful police officer caught on 4K for stealing someone's glasses that he wasn't supposed to. And the reason he stole the glasses is because Sowore usually, when he goes out there to protest, he has everything documented. And they somehow figured out that he probably uses his glasses to record his protest. Look at this guy in 4K. Look at this guy. Look at the hand. He grabs the glass. Look at the face. Look at the hand. Grabs, snatch the glasses in the midst of the chaos. Right? They are protesting for better pay for retired police officers, while protesting for better money or for the retirement benefits and the pensions of police officers to be paid. One of the serving police officers, whose future is in jeopardy, by the way, decides to steal the glasses of the leader of the protesters. The leader of the protesters is not a police officer, he's an activist. He just wants a better country. The people that he's fighting for, one of them decides to stop him from that activism. How do you explain that? How do you explain this level of Stockholm syndrome? Let me show you what the clown looks like. This is the idiot that decided to make himself popular. He wants to be popular by every means. Now he's popular. He's a police officer, by the way. We know his name. We know everything. This is the guy. Young man. You know, you would see this guy out there and you would think, oh, such a young, promising, good-looking guy. He has a good future. Oh, he's a police officer? No. He's one of the police officers that works to ensure that Nigeria remains fucked up. This guy. This clown here. Let me find his name. Updates on the police protests. Updates on the Ray-Ban AI glasses thief. Aku Victor Chiemerie. So Aku Victor Chiemerie, the Nigerian police force camera man who stole my pair of Ray-Ban Meta AI powered glasses during the historic police protest on Monday, has now deactivated his Facebook account. He had been operating under the name Victor McIntyre Akuna Matata. Because you see, these police officer guys, right? Not only are they police guys, because the money is not enough, they don't get paid enough money. They have to have a side hustle. So this Victor McIntyre Akuna Matata, I believe he's probably a content creator on the side while working for the corrupt upper echelon in the police. They give him instructions to go steal the glasses of activists, right? It's a shame, but that's what it is. But yeah, that's the conversation. Let me see if I can wrap it up with another quick gem dropped by Sowore, explaining to the current police officers that your future is what you're looking at. You can decide to be violent against us for protesting for the pensions of your officers to be paid, but you are looking at your own future.
It was stolen, but we have been able to get the video of the guy who stole it. There's the mufti. We'll find out. They are police thieves. who are stationed to be stealing stuff. The way they are stealing pension is the way anything they see, they steal.
Josephine,
Yes.
we're talking just now.
Yes.
And she said, well, you're not supposed to be here. That where you're supposed to be is in the National Assembly. So I want you to educate her why we should be here.
You see, in a hierarchy of who to talk to, Josephine and I are not the same level. So you are insulting me by saying what Josephine said. No, she doesn't have any concern. You know, when we came here last time, during 2020, they went and brought Umba to come and talk to us. I told Umba, I said, PPRO, I had left University of Lagos 6 years before you came admission. How can you come and address me? And I warned them then, on that day, I said by tomorrow, you will be begging to address us. And lo and behold, the next day, NSAS became a global, and they were looking for persons to address the nobody. And the police IG at that time is nowhere to be found today. So please, I don't have any problem with Josephine. Josephine is only talking what Josephine was said to do. This is a national protest. We are not talking about the PPRO. I won't even talk to the FCT commission. I won't even talk to the DIG that came. We told him to go and go and drink akamu. He has gone back. So we are not here to show off. We are here for serious business. So they are not the one who will tell us where we should be. Next time, these offices might be occupied by Nigerian people. Yes, sir. So don't worry about that. They will soon learn a hard way. Stolen.
Hey, shout out to Sowore. Blessings, sir. Thank you for your great work, for your activism, for your courage, for standing up strong in the hopeless, evil, and wasted Nigerian contraption. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Smash the like button and subscribe if you like this type of content. Peace.